Very excited. Thank you for sponsoring this portion of the stream, Focus Home Interactive. I think this is the fourth time we are checking out Curse of the Dead Gods. This is the one where we're going to actually make progress. I've been honing my gaming ability. I think I've finally learned how to get past the second boss, and we're gonna make something happen here. It's also exciting for a couple of reasons. One is you can type !curse, and it will give you a link where you can go check out the game. It's 20% off on all major platforms for the next week. Also, on top of that, it's the Dead Cells update, baby, which means there's Dead Cells equipment. They're doing a brand collaboration and a crossover. Of course, we will play here. So some Dead Cells items and mechanics have found their way into the game now, including a new two-handed weapon known as bombs. Okay. It feels like only yesterday, so yesterday, that we were here. We got throwing knives and a shield. We got a stone hammer and a Webley top break revolver. It sounds like a yo-yo. Our active blessings currently give us perception and gear find. Ooh, ah. Do you need to unlock the items? You know what? That's a glorious question that I don't have a good answer to. Give me throwing knives for now. I have no idea if the shield... Oh, it's a nice little, maybe a gap closer here. And then... we need... oh, to get to the next level, we need 5 sigils. Okay, and we want... what were we doing last time? We were doing the Eclipse of the Cursed Twins. We made it 93% of the way through. Let's go back to the freaking well and see if we can do it, man. I would like to advise you, by the way, if you are a Curse of the Dead Gods pro, please give us feedback and advice. I need your help. I could use every piece of intel that you've got. In Isaac, the backseating, I take a little bit of a petty attitude against. In Curse of the Dead Gods, I need your help. Okay. Torch out, please. Here's my advice, just dodge. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. You're right about where I am in the game. Okay. I would say number one thing, you got throwing knives. That means you can stand further away. Don't forget, it's your... You can hit him with a 2-piece. Or endless 1-pieces. Okay, that's very bad. Unfortunately for me. I was gonna say as well, when I said 1-piece, I was trying to think of the main character's name. And all I could come up with was Dr. Frank N. Furter. You don't need chat's help, just dodge. Alright, I'll do my best. You know what? Restore 4% of my max health, please. I do not require making swords better, as I do not have a sword. I will go on the stats page. Yeah, the dude with the straw hat, exactly. Light the brazier. I'm optimistic. I remember last time we started to get in the habit of doing those perfect parries. You see that right there? Perfect timing. Confirmed gamer. Confirmed not good with the shield. You know what? Next thing we're going to want is a piece of equipment to place on the Y button. Maybe it will be this right here. Steel-tipped talons deals critical damage for 3 seconds after a perfect dodge. Absolutely the easiest stats we'll ever get in our entire lives. You've moved on to parrying. I have nothing to offer you anymore. We're supposed to dodge instead because we get a perfect... we get guaranteed crits. Look at that. Now if we could just get in the flow state. Flow state confirmed. Flow state confirmed. My hands are shaking and I'm still getting crits. Hit the barrel by the wall. Okay, that's my bad. I got a little hasty on that one. I apologize. I may have been a little hasty. He's a god gamer. Boom, headshot. They've really, they've done a good job of, I know that it's a bad word, but of treating the game as like a service. Like, it's not a live service game in the sense that it, like, has microtransactions or anything like that, but, like, they've really done a good job over the last, like, year and a half or so since we played it for the first time of like, constantly keeping, like, a pipeline of new content coming into the game. I think we have enough gold to absolutely offer you gold for the best buff possible. I don't know, it's been in early access, or let me rephrase. It was in early access last March, if my memory serves. So it's been like 13 months. It's come a long way. I mean, it started out good, don't get me wrong, but it's also come a long way. Okay, so we're looking for perfect parries. And by perfect parries, I am a fool. I meant perfect dodges. He's done it. Ancient Buckler. After a parry, your main weapons deals critical damage. If you'll excuse me, I would like to take this, leave behind that garbage shield, open this, get unbelievable statistics upgrades, plus 30% critical damage. We take it. Now the synergies are already popping. No matter what we do, dodging or parrying. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. Neither is not an option here. Apart from that, no matter what we do, we're getting crit damage. If you'll excuse me. He's got it. And look at that. Our crit damage is better. He's clawing, dude. He's clawing. And I'm still clawing. Okay. I actually think we've got the run of the century here. I refuse to get hit by that. The madman. The madman. What are you? You're the thing I was here for in the first place. I would like plus 250 health and plus 25% treasure. Fine, thank you. Claws are actually busted. Someone please tell him about description. Okay. What would you like to tell me about description? The ends of sentences are going up. Pro gaming. I'm cracked. I'm a god. Auric malediction. Gold permeates skin and bones. Lose as much gold as you take damage. Health loss is reduced by 25%. So you lose gold when you get hit, but you take less damage overall. It's not that bad. Sounds like Chibley's gambling problem. I don't believe Chib has a gambling problem. But he did pay me to say that. No, but like he had so many opportunities yesterday where like all of chat was like, please put more money into this, and he was like, under no circumstances. I think that's a great sign. Which is like perversely, you know what, I'll offer, no, we don't need the anti-corruption here. Perversely, that's why I was like pressuring him to add more money into the game because of the fact that he clearly does not have a problem. So he should add in as much money as he's able to. Because clearly he doesn't need to. He doesn't feel the compulsion. You know what? Give me the stats. I've never done like a pure stats run. And once you pick something up, you can't farm it for stats anymore. Go ahead. I'm ready. I'm going to parry you. Are you ready? I told you I was going to parry you. Yeah, he doesn't have a little devil, so I was going to be his little devil. Precisely correct. You miss me? I'm actually like, it took 5 streams of this. It's a comedic time. I should just shut up, man. I would beat this game in 3 seconds if I just learned how to shut my mouth. But I'm like, it took me 5 streams. I finally mastered the muscle memory for how to actually like do enough damage to kill enemies and you know, time my parries, my dodges, and so on. Crazy Time stream was the funniest thing I've ever seen. No offense. I take no offense. If you think the Crazy Time stream is the funniest thing you've ever seen, then we agree, which means you have good taste. And you're watching me with your good taste, which means I'm good too. Maybe not quite as good as Crazy Time, but either way. 4 swings of the claw followed by a shield hit means you take no damage. There's one. There's 4 swigs of the claw. All right. Now a shield hit and we take no damage. Excuse me, that's not bubbly. That is, we're a spark mouth main now. It's completely different. Mostly because that's what we bought yesterday, because they didn't have bubbly at the grocery store. Are you seeing the high octane dodging that I'm getting into here? Like, this is rare for me, man. I normally get insulted for being bad at video games. But look at this. He's cracked. The sentences are going up again. He can't be stopped. Taking damage from an enemy deals damage to all enemies around. I take. Snap, keep, pack one, pick one. Almost. Saved? Saved? I'm not joking anymore. Prior to this, I was exclusively joking. I actually think I may have solved the formula. No, please do not send me... Dude, we got... This is the new Dead Cells weapon. Two-handed weapon, bombs. Plus 1 thrown bombs deal damage on a path. Okay. Plus 1% damage per dex. Plus 30% damage against elites, champions, and bosses. 20% chance to inflict lightning. Lightning, baby. It will, unfortunately, cause us to... You know what? No, favors reroll. It will cause us to get corrupted, but you know what? We gotta try, man. We gotta try. It's in the subtext of the sponsored deal. When you see new items, consider taking them. And I mean, this is the brand new... oh, he's got 3 buffs on it. Yeah, exactly. How could I say no? You must take it for the sponsorship. I don't know why... you said I don't remember grenades in Dead Cells, and I read I don't remember granola in Dead Cells. And I was like, wait a minute. They're right. Yeah, let's take a weapon upgrade. Second curse. First curse cost us a lot of gold, which means we're losing corruption, or gaining way more corruption. Oh, good. Corruption now passively increases over time. Although I will say, because I am a fast gamer, both for better and for worse, that is really bad. I think that this doesn't hurt me as much as it would hurt the average gamer, and by the average gamer, I specifically mean my good friend Michael L. Fox. Yo, it stun locks him pretty good, you gotta admit. Look at that. Excuse me? Cluster bomb? Where the heck did that come from? Oh, you know what it is? You get the cluster bomb when you have a crit. Like when you have the perfect dodge. Hold on, the synergies just never stop. Incredible throw. So if we could finesse a perfect dodge, mission accomplished. Then hit him with a cluster bomb following that. Oh no, you just hold B to get it? Alright, my mistake. You know, I thought I had it all figured out. Turns out that's not the case. You're absolutely right. It is just holding it down more. And it costs 2 stamina instead of 1. So we can get an upgrade for anything. Extra damage against electrocuted enemies. 20% chance to inflict lightning damage. Or make your grenades better. Honestly, I know what you're going to say. You're going to say do more damage to the electrified enemies. But I'm just going to take more raw lightning. I'm also looking, like, I'm hopeful that at some point we'll gain the ability to purge curse because of the fact that it's starting to tick up quite high. Hey, this was not unnecessary Malf hate. Malf is... There's positives and negatives to being a fast gamer. For example, if we were in a speed run, I would bet on me. If I had to design the absolute best base in RimWorld history, and time was not an object, then I would absolutely bet on Malf, and it wouldn't even be close. Now, if we had to go to the grocery store and we were judged on who came back faster, I think I would win 100% of the time. If we were going to the grocery store and we were judged on who came back happier, I would bet on mouth. And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so. I don't know why, I just thought dodging would not be necessary there. Who came back with more anecdotes? Probably me, but it could be close. I will take health, please, because I can't afford to give up corruption. What if they bet on less money spent? Honestly, we both live in fairly expensive cities. I think it could come out in the wash. That's my expectation. Zach Olkier, the Blood Hunter, Jaguar Main. Okay, so here's the deal, all right? This guy, he used to cause us a lot of problems. No longer. You get perfect dodges. You follow it up with a little cluster bomb. Make sure you save some stamina. As long as you save some stamina, you're feeling, like, pretty good here. He's already half dead. Get out of there. No corruption for me, please. Not even a wafer-thin corruption for me, please. Okay, that's... I should not have been hit. You see that absolutely perfect parry there? He's going to the center. I mean, to be fair, I have fought this guy approximately 1 billion times, and the reason we fought him so much is because I did extremely bad against him the first few times that I fought him. No more corruption for me, please. I'm full. If you would just be dead instead. All right. Now, we gotta get through the second phase and live long enough to fight the second boss. That's my problem. We can purge a curse. I think, bizarrely, I think purging our inability to get gold... Passing through a door inflicts less corruption. Absolutely. Hold on. Gains 150% of damage taken in gold. As long as we can hold it, we're going to hold it for now. I think... Give me just a weapon upgrade. You're insane? No, man, because now I can pick up the items without having to spend my blood. Which means I'm going to get less curses, in my opinion. That being said, I did ask chat what to do, and then I did do not what they asked. But I think this is the one, man. I think we made the right decision. And hey, your decision might have been right for you. And it might have been right for me. But that's not the point. The point is, it wouldn't have been right for me. Okay, get out of my face. They're not wrong. These enemies are much stronger. Get ready to roll. Do we still have our greed timer? Absolutely we do. So we're just chilling. Keep that greed timer going. Kill some enemies. Do some lightning damage to them. Kill them easily. The sentences are going up again. The true gamer has logged on. Get hit and lose your combo completely. Realize you're not that great of a gamer, and in fact, you're just at like a considerable risk of death. Be humbled. Come down with a crippling case of imposter syndrome. Spiral. Take endless amounts of bad damage. Think exclusively about the banter instead of what you should be doing over the mechanics of the game. Wonder where things went wrong in your life to lead you to this fate, and then, oh no, never mind, we're fine, we beat the room. Hey! Okay, extra damage to lightning attacks is very good. I think we dump increase weakened status effects. And then we can't get rid of the AI. Okay, we can't recycle that anymore. Excuse me, what's this? Taking damage from an enemy deals 60% to enemies around. All right, absolutely. And then we actually have gold. What do we do as an upgrade? We can't afford the bomb. 20% base damage if you have a mace, or just extra raw damage. I'll take extra raw damage, please. Shield bash charge causes you to interrupt enemies, you can stun lock elites. Okay. That's actually incredible intel. Thank you. We are about to experience a curse. But that's okay. Blurred vision. No, not retrovision. Parts of the map transform into unknown rooms. You know, I've never been much of a map guy. So I feel like this might not be as bad as it originally looks. Okay, you can stun lock elites. Look at that. That time, maybe got a little ambitious. Great moves. Great moves! You know what? If there are mods available in the chat, can we run a quick channel prediction, if you don't mind? And the channel prediction is this the run where we finally beat the twins on the second biome? The options on the poll would be yes, which could also be represented by Y, and no, which could be represented by perhaps the letter N. Fire attacks for perfect shots and offhand combo. I do like the parry effect, so I'm actually just gonna offer that to the gods for a little slice of gold. I think I'm content with this shield, especially like I don't know if you knew this in advance, but you can actually use it to stun lock elites, which is a very valuable tool. I always find like killing the healer last is ideal. You always want to kill the healer last, just in the interest of fairness, you know? Man, you really can stun lock elites. You were not joking. That's unbelievable intel. Thank you, mods. Thank you. Much appreciated. Plus 6 dexterity. Honestly, instantly restore max 8% of my max HP. I desire it. Terrible start. Absolutely horrible start. There goes 8% of my max HP. Could have had a permanent stat bonus. I would like the gold. Simultaneously, I would also like to not burn in this fire. I bet all of my channel points. Oh no. I didn't even think about what it could entail when we do betting so infrequently. People are going to push in higher and higher stakes. 24-hour stat boost permanent. Go ahead. I'm only going to become even stronger than you could. Not fair. Okay, above all else, even if we take like an infinite amount of curses, which admittedly is probably going to lead to our demise, but if it didn't, all we have to do is survive. So as long as we can heal, why go for the perfect parry? Like you obviously, or the perfect, yeah, it was a perfect parry, or an attempt at least. All you gotta do is like actively roll. As long as you roll, you're gonna be completely fine. It doesn't even have to be a perfect roll. Just like opt not to take damage. You're gonna be okay, man. There's no reason for you to get so technical. Like, look at that. That was beautiful. Healer should probably die first, no question. You know what? I know, but I need that 12%. I felt like I needed that 12% at least. Being a doubter is perfect gaming. If you win the run, it's entertaining, and if you die, I get the points. You know? I've never read an entire message from a doubter before. I can understand now the hoops that you go through in order to feel good about the way that you're living your life. Oh Lord. Colt 45 Rainmaker. Charged attacks always trigger perfect shots. Lightning attacks from the Storm Lash. Extra critical damage, that's good. It does mean that we lose perfect parries give critical damage, but plus 20% damage if the base weapon is a claw. Okay. And dude, honestly, we get plus 19% damage for Constitution as well. This, no, I don't touch that. We don't touch that, man. Plus it has lightning attacks. Don't care did ask, plus you have lightning attacks. I'll take an upgrade, then endless healing. Can you stream longer today? I have an algo exam I need to study for. This is good background listening. Dude, what do you need to study for algorithms? Like, C# just has a library you can use for all that stuff. Like, import your C# library, and then you just use, like, you know, find underscore replace or something like that. Like, Bjarn Scharstroop already did all the work for you. Why code algorithms, mate, when the programmer will do it for you, mate? I deserve that hit. Hold on. Hunting axes. Main weapon equals throwing. I choose to reduce my prodigious corruption gain instead. Incredibly done. Okay, I thought you were stun locked. It's alright, you got healing coming up soon. We are going to be corrupted forever, but that's okay. Let's see what we... Plus 3 perception, extra lightning damage. Passing through a door inflicts less corruption is pretty good, though. Plus 30% critical damage? Oh, man. Oh, man. I choose not to get hit anymore. So I'm going to dump the one that does AoE damage when I get hit. Because that's the only reason I've been getting hit, is because there was, like, an incentive to do it. And I've decided, like, I think that was foolhardy. I regret it immensely. Plus 28 damage seems kind of incredible. I also have not used my bomb in a long time. Let's get an extra 28 damage. Oh, but it's gonna... Whatever. Dude, we were gonna get corrupted anyway, so sure, take some blood. See if I care. We were gonna be cursed anyway. I'm not sweating it. Take me to Healing Town. I cannot wait to take points from the doubters. Paper hands. I'd so love that the... hold on. We've had Creeping Gloom before. Taking damage triggers a wave of darkness, but you do more damage in light. Okay. I also cannot generate my own fire here, unfortunately. No regrets? No regrets. Take me all the way. Let's get leveraged, man. I love that the GameStop meme was Melvin Capital, because now I can call all doubters Melvins. Paper hands at Melvin Capital. Been real quiet since the New Believers just dropped. The wrath of the dead god will ignite the very heart of his servants. Enemies killed while burning explode after a short time. As long as we don't get to that last curse, I'm feeling okay. Which is a very... It's a roundabout way of saying can of corn, and I'll be alright. Dude, we actually have an unbelievable secondary weapon. Careful. He do be saying careful and then being careful. It's just like the Isaac trap rooms. As long as you keep moving, you got nothing to worry about. Okay, get some stamina back. And then start wreaking havoc. Look at this. Previously, every other time that I've said we're gonna win, I've lost. But I think this time, for no reason, is different. Because my Y button is so good. No single source of damage you take can exceed max health. 20% damage in light and extra constitution. 20% damage for swords. No thank you. We do have 2 favor. Hear me out here. This looks great in this pedestal, so let's reroll it. Plus 30% damage in light. Plus 6 constitution. Regain 8% of max health when you pass through a door. Sadly, not that useful anymore. Let's re-roll them all again. Plus 50% to all weapons base damage, but you take more damage. No thank you. Plus 6% base damage per 1,000 gold. If you'll excuse me. That seems like good scaling. I will offer you my gold for this incredible offering. And then I will 30% extra damage to crits. I think we can afford to leave a level 1 behind. Okay, we got 1 level, then the boss. That's it, man. 1 level and the boss. Ideally, we'd actually earn some gold here as well, because I did just use my gold for that. That's a very good point that I hadn't considered. It has been suggested that I might not be that bright. But you know what? As long as we get... That's quite painful. It just keeps getting worse. It never gets better. As long as we get a bunch of greed, we're not feeling so bad. You're dead. Like, please just be dead. I would like to... 2 divine favors. Are you crazy? Alright, fine. I'll take it. We'll lead as 2 kings. We'll freaking lead as 2... But look at how much gold we're getting! I'm generating just a staggering amount of gold as a result of my inability to dodge it all. So there is that. Okay, kill the healer, man. Embarrassing. You never played TF2? You gotta kill the medic first. That hurts me a great deal. This kills the streamer. I have no stamina. Whatever, you're dead. Don't care, didn't ask. Plus you died. Saved. Well, we did get 2,000 gold. It came at great expense. I would like to offer this to the gods for some perception, please. And then just simply do not curse me. We will again upgrade this because you know what? What is it doing? Plus, I think it's adding +3. It's adding +1? Reroll. I took it. For blood? No, no, no! No! I hit the wrong button. Doubters they got the happy sweats right now. Oh Lord, what have I done? The perfect throw. Zabelza locks truth. Health drops over time until it reaches 1. That's not ideal. This is Litz and Nepik, the cursed twins, by the way. Okay. That's good dodging. Just getting our stam back. Good. He's cracked. What the heck is that, though? I got in there because I wanted those crits. Save some stam. Save some stam for later, Augustus. I think we're too slow, man. That hurts. That hurts. But you know what? We're learning. Look at that! He's learned it. Transforming back into the light. This is actually going to be close. Like, maybe I should be using that secondary a little bit more often. Dude, there's a chance. Oh, stun lock. No! I don't have stam! Green eggs and stam. I did it! He's the greatest gamer! I thought it was going to be impossible. Instead, it's like I'm probably one of the best gamers of all time. Believers, that one's for you. Congratulations. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to travel into the minus realm. Do I pay out? I would say pay out. Confirm paid out. All right, doubters. Pull your money where your mouth is. You said it's always a great time to bet on doubt. How do you feel about that now? Joke's on you, we're happy for you, even though we lost our points. They're useless anyway, there's nothing to spend them on. Hey, hold up. Hey, you don't have to go for the jugular. Everybody's just here to have fun. Blood emblem acquired. 1 new blessing available. Okay. Look, it might be true, but that doesn't mean you have to say it. No, come on. I just beat the game, and you're going to ask me about dodging in stamina? I don't think so. Pardon me. I know there is a way that you can unlock new stuff. But I will say I forgot what button it is. Stone hammer, worn shield, machete, and the braided whip. Oh, right bumper. Yeah, right bumper. The button it said that you should press is the one that you should use. Okay. So for golden rings, I gotta look, man. So which one of these, or which ones of these, I should say, are from Dead Cells? I played a lot of Dead Cells. We should mention, by the way, this is a sponsored segment. Thank you to Focus Home Interactive for sponsoring this. It's always nice to play some Curse of the Dead Gods and dip my foot back into the well of Pog. Much appreciated for the sponsorship. Thank you again. You can type !curse or scroll below the video player to see the panel art. Click on that. It'll take you to a page where you can buy the game. It is 20% off on all major platforms to celebrate the release of the Dead Cells update, which includes some Dead Cells equipment. So what I'm going to do is... Oh, Scorpion Spears from Dead Cells for sure. Oh, there's our Dead Cells stuff, man. Lightning Orbs, Incendiary Bombs, Annihilation, the Bow of Madness. But yeah, it's 20% off everywhere. Go check it out. I have been told, save up for weapon alters. Restore alters and improve the starting weapon's quality. We don't have... Oh, you know what? We can do a restored altar probably at the end of our next run. We can also start with a two-handed weapon. I'd rather get higher quality, I think. I think I'd rather get higher quality. Okay, so let's spend rings. I have no problem spending rings to get Forsaken weaponry. Like, for example, the Devouring Orbs, Bombs of the Void. Oh, I remember this from Dead Cells. Yeah. It sucks up all the... It's like a black hole. I remember that. And, okay. And then we have got 4 blessings, but I think most things seem to cost 5, which is fine. And then we got... Oh, Barb Shield? I remember that as well. Yeah. Okay. We'll save up for the weapon altars as well. Okay, let's see what... I mean, out of these, I love the idea of a heavy weapon. Literally no ability on anything is a little bit F. But you know what? We know with the shield we can stun lock enemies. Let's give it a try here. 5 blessings are required to get to the next level. 2 champions of Eagle, 2 champions of Serpent. Let's do Eagle, man. I'm ready. And take me on a full attribute statistics path, please. I'm ready. I think we're getting it. I mean, we were a little messy on that last run, but got it done. What are you drinking? This is Sparkmouth Lemon, naturally flavored sparkling water, Crash Bandicoot, On the Run figurine, number 29 of 65, Blue Hyena Crash. I will never financially recover from this. So we got full new enemy types. I thought you were a projectile-based enemy. You know what? It's a cheap price to pay to learn a lesson. Keep that greed going. Don't even try it, mister. Get ready. Good. Good. I'm using way too much stam. Just do single taps now and then. Single taps now and then. It's not going to cause you any problems. What is the Blue Hyena Crash holding? You already know it's a Wumpa Fruit. Bro, stop hitting me. You already know the vibe. Yahoo. Nice clambering. Okay. These enemies don't stand a chance. They die in 3 hits, also known as 1 stamina. If you miss that first shot, it changes the game a little bit, but look at that. Okay. Serpent's Blade, a new secondary weapon that does poison attacks in the darkness. You know what? I'm going to get a little spicy. I like our shield. I'm going to offer that to the gods for minimal corruption reduction. And then, I wouldn't mind plus 10% damage, plus 25% treasure fine. So there has been some confusion here. This game is not Dead Cells. It is a Dead Cells update for Curse of the Dead Gods. Equipment from Dead Cells has found its way into the realm of the Curse of the Dead Gods. And the only way for you to help is to reveal the 3 funky numbers on the back of your prepaid Amazon gift card. What the heck are you? I do not get hit by that. Not anymore. I let you get 1 freebie on me. It's never going to happen. It's not going to happen from this point onwards. So I hope you enjoyed it. I'm just going to shut my mouth, man. I think that's the secret. I think if you just shut your mouth, you'll probably be fine. Are the dead gods made of cells? You know, I'll tell you. I haven't seen Stargate, so I don't have a great answer for your question. It's crazy for me, having not seen Stargate or Stargate SG-1, which was probably about 75% of Vancouver's economy in the 1990s. I can't believe that Stargate has Kurt Russell in it. Like, doesn't that seem kind of insane? Like, Kurt Russell is like, he's a big-time actor. How did he find himself in Stargate? It's not that I think Stargate is anything to be embarrassed of. It's just kind of like I think it's just kind of a smaller media franchise, right? Gold offerings remove 10 corruption. Don't mind if I do. He was not having a great time in his career at that point. Okay, fair enough. I will get some extra corruption removal here. Khal Drogo's in Stargate is what Khal Drogo must have been like. He must have been like 5, right? Oh, he's in Stargate Atlantis. Okay. Not Stargate, the 1995 movie. I gotta tell you, here's a bit of a weird intersection. I've never seen Stargate, as mentioned. However, one time, my dad came home from work, probably in like 1995, 1996, and he had rented a Super Nintendo game for me to play. It was Stargate on the Super Nintendo. I remember playing it for like... Come on, man. Maybe 45 minutes and just having absolutely no idea what was going on at all. And regain 8% of your max health when you go through a door, or 6% right now. Let's take 8% forever. That game, I'm inclined to think that Stargate on Super Nintendo was not that good of a game. It was nice of him to rent it, don't get me wrong. But I will say I had no clue at all what's going on with the story, what's going on. It was kind of like, it was like a Metroidvania, sort of, but it was one of those games where, and this would happen from time to time, especially before, like, you know, games media was super prolific and also online, so you could easily, instantly access what people thought of games, no matter where you were on planet Earth. You had to kind of like, back in the day, you had to subscribe to GamePro magazine, and then just remember the scores when you were at the video store. But sometimes back in the day, you would like rent a game. Sure, why not? and you would just rent it and be like, this is kind of a mistake. I wish I hadn't done it. You never considered bringing the magazine? You don't know what magazine had the scores for each game, you know? Obviously, if you were just getting a new game, you could do it, but otherwise, you'd have to bring your entire anthology to the store with you. You'd be like, oh, you'd have to be like, okay, is Pilot Wings on Super Nintendo any good? Let me bring my whole bookshelf to the store just to figure it out. But you're right, it is better to rent than buy. I would like to take this two-handed spear. Kills heal 4% of your max HP. Feels overpowered. I like the barbed whip, so I'm going to pivot despite having not used the pistol whatsoever. And remember, we got combos, man. That was not... Okay, you got me pretty good on that one. No denying that. If you'll excuse me, I need to kill you and heal 4% of my maximum HP. You just had to remember back in the day, dude. It was hard. Take a picture of the magazine? You gotta bring your whole photo album to the rental place now? You gotta take a photo of it, spend $17 at Walmart just to get the photos developed, and then you got the same physical constraints as the magazine. It's a physical object you gotta take with you. Two-handed weapon heavy. Lightning attacks. I say remove some corruption. Maybe we can avoid becoming cursed. You could read the magazine ahead of time, and then write down a list of games you were interested in for sure. Another thing that I don't know if like this is just dated millennial sort of nonsense to most people, but like another thing that was frustrating is not knowing whether or not a game was out and having no... Don't mind if I do. Having no means to actually figure out if it's out. I remember my parents were like, hey, we're going to go out to like Blockbuster. Let us know if you want something to rent. And I was like, please rent Pokemon Stadium. Like I was so into Pokemon. The idea of like a 3D world where I could interact with all my Pokemon friends seemed like such a great time. And then they were like, yeah, we looked around for it at the video store for like an hour and we couldn't find it. Sorry. And then later I found out that it didn't come out for like 3 more months. I sent my parents on a wild goose chase. And to this day, like the only time I've played Pokemon Stadium was like many years later at a deck jam. We did like that weird Jigglypuff Simon game or whatever. And I was like, you know what? No harm, no foul. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I was out of it at the time. Okay. Always, we spend heavy. We spend heavy. Well, first boss is completely toasted. The mini games are cool. It's Clefairy, not Jigglypuff. All right, you got me. You got me on that one. I knew it was one of the pink Pokemon. Temple can switch appearance at any time and turn into mirror mode. Okay. But you do gain +5 perception. This is one of those things where I'm like, guess what? I don't know what the bad thing is. So as far as I'm concerned, you accidentally just gave me a buff. How do you feel about that? I do miss the vibe of a rental, though. Like, I know this is not a popular take, but I think, like, the world is better for gamers than it's ever been. Steam refunds, you know, the prevalence of free games. The ability so easily to see whether a game... Oh, God! has the consensus of being good or garbage, like, at a moment's notice, I think is fantastic. I will offer you to the gods. How is that not a popular take? Well, because, like, anytime a game has, like, a technical issue, people are like, this is why games are better back in the Super Nintendo days, where, like, well, you remember you would just buy a game, you wouldn't have to download, like, a 900 gigabyte patch for it on the first day? And then, yeah, remember when you just bought it and played it, and then it was a piece of garbage, because they, like, you know, just needed to develop a game as quickly as possible for the movie tie-in, because the movie was coming out to theaters, like, the next day? Okay, I am just bad. But I kind of miss the vibe of renting. Mind you, literally, like, the price to buy games on Steam that are on sale is, like, the same price as renting them for 2 days back in the 1990s, but still. Okay, I have taken 600 damage on one room, and I am never going to forgive myself. Plus 12 damage, okay? 20% damage if your main weapon's a sword. Extra base damage. You know what? Let's do it. We should use our two-handed weapon a little bit more. I got lost in Banter City. Yeah, what was the adult section of your video store, like, styled as? This is a bit we've, like, never done. At my local video store, the adult section had, like, a gargoyle with glowing eyes, and then, like, a red curtain that went across it. And I was always, like, it did a really good job, because I was not that rebellious of a child, but even if I were, the gargoyle scared the crap out of me, man. I was like, I don't want to go in there. That freaking gargoyle has got, you know, you see it's got glowing eyes. You want to mess with that? I don't think so. No, this was at, like, Canada's largest video store rental chain. It was just the standard thing. Hold on. The Scroll of Sacred Songs? Is that Squidward's oboe? Gains obtained when offering a gear object to the gods are increased by 66%. Thank you. Mine had fluffy ropes hanging down. It's a weird thing to think about. I mean, there were multiple, like, standalone adult video rental chains in my hometown. For all I know, there might still be, but I'm pretty sure one of them turned into, like, a Greek restaurant. Oh, let's go. I always thought, like, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but, like, this job doesn't really exist anymore, obviously. It's been replaced by becoming a video essayist on YouTube. But I always thought of the kind of, like, default 17-year-old jobs. Why not? Video store clerk had a lot of perks. I'm not saying it was perfect. But at the end of the day, you're not dealing with, like, you know, drunken, belligerent customers like you might be in entitled customers like you might be in, like, food service or retail. I guess it's kind of retail, admittedly. And you get to watch movies all day. Like, it's maybe the same movie that plays on the screens above the cash register, but I worked at Blockbuster and it was incredible. You know, I like to hear that. That's cool. That's positive. You got 1 billion free rentals too? Oh, check it out. That's pretty sick. Free popcorn. That's true. Sometimes if you were like an assistant manager, by the way, this is Kaxtaka, High Lord of the Storm, the champion of the Eagle. He's a master of karate and friendship for everyone. Don't tase me, bro. If you were like an assistant manager, sometimes they would even give you like your own, like wall, or at least like you could have your own shelf section. Oh, I gotta admit that tripped me up pretty good. So it could be like Ryan's picks. And they'd be like, oh, you never go with Ryan's picks. It's all Marvel movies and Charlie Kaufman, like, pretentious garbage. You gotta go with Dan's picks. 1980s classics you forgot you fell in love with as a teenager. I gotta admit, doubters are looking pretty strong right now. Oh, God. The mirror curse tripped me up way more than I could have expected. There you go. Just keep some momentum. You know what's up. Every shot you land, it matters, man. It matters. Like Carl Winslow. Quick weaken. No, not the mirror realm. If we live here, who knows what could happen. The future could still be ours. I would say as of right now, there's a brief moment of belief that's happening in the chat. We got to get our stam back, no question there. You can smell the belief. All right, all right. We've lived, at least temporarily. This would be the dream. We've also lifted our only curse, which was the curse of mirror realms. I have decided I would love to receive 13% of my max HP. Sure, why? I mean, it's just literally better. Attacks from behind do more. There's fire damage potential. Finishers deal critical damage. Why not? What's the weirdest thing you've ever seen by looking out your window? It's an interesting question. Let's put it that way. Most of the things that are weird that I've seen looking out my window are mostly just kind of sad. Like, you know, like people having like awful drug trips. I'm not saying it happens on the regular, but let's endeavor to not. Oh, we're still gonna get cursed when we go through, but that's fine. Like, no joke, when I was walking to the grocery store yesterday, I saw a lady getting arrested, and she was just screaming at the cops, and she was like, you think I like living like this? This is hell. This is hell. This is... And she just kept, like, shouting it over and over. But I was at, like, a don't walk light. So I just put the baby stroller, like, privacy thing down as low as it would go. And then I just was kind of like, you know. I took a little peek just to see what was going on, but I didn't stare, because it's like, that's undignified. One of your relic slots is locked, but you do gain 3 divine favors. I think in the whole scheme of things, that's not that bad as far as curses go. Okay, so we got a new weapon. We do extra damage when we hit from behind. Case in point. Dude, this run, I have become a believer. From staunch unbelief to complete belief. Probably should stop glancing. Oh, you're an enemy? Name an enemy. I am no longer a believer anymore. Dude, it's like, this is one of the games where it's most demoralizing to get hit. Like, you can't play it off at all. Your whole freaking screen turns red. And it's like, you know, you stink, I hate you. And I'm like, oh, come on, man. Gold offerings remove corruption. I think that's been pretty good. Max health is necessary. Extra damage against weakened enemies has been pretty good. What do we care about having extra shields? Like, we don't care at all. Or extra damage for shields. There you go. So we gotta, like, Step 1, I took my hand off the controller to point at my head. Come on. Step 1 is we initiate with a weaken, because we do more damage to weakened foes. Step 2, stop taking so much damage. Step 3, easy wins, easy life. I am trapped. I am absolutely trapped. This is the end of my life. This is not the end of my life. I'm going to win easily. You initiate like so. Good dodges. Good dodges. More damage if your main... No, we can't do this. I'll take 700 gold, don't get me wrong. Dude, I'm not joking. I know I say this every time. I think we're going to win, man. We have too many advantages to lose. We heal so easily. We could use some upgrades. That much is for certain. But apart from that, I'm feeling pretty good. Are you willing to open bets on that? Maybe next time. Okay, this is a nasty room, but dude, look at this gold. All we need to do is somehow find a way to trade our gold for HP, and then we're set. Look at this. Skull chest. Plus 3 dexterity. More damage against weakened foes yet again. I mean, it is a strictly better version of that, I guess. So why not? Put your money where your mouth is. They still won't let the streamer bet on, like, channel point stuff. Which I think, quite honestly, is... I'm a little insulted. I think it shows a lack of faith in the streamer. To maintain some ethics. I wouldn't fix the bets in order to guarantee that I succeed. I would simply always bet on the thing that happens to win. Good dodge. Okay, there you go. We're stun locking. We're stun locking. We're getting greed kills, and we're still surviving. Do you have channel points? No, I don't think the streamer can get channel points on their own channel, which again, I consider a strategic misstep from Twitch, personally. Name an ethic. Any ethic? Miss for $1. Can you name an ethic? We're chilling. Hey, no! Boomer reactions have actually come through in the clutch for us here. Dude, come on. You're going to need to do a little bit better than that. Greed kill. Ooh, you can shoot, huh? I thought you were dead. Okay, boomer reaction time. Yet again. Excuse me. This looks like a very breakable wall to me. Yet again, by the way, I am a fool, and I do not use my two-hand weapon at all. And then when I die, I'll be like, oh man, I should have used my two-handed weapon. And then inevitably on my next run, I will continue to not use my two-hand weapon. Saved. Well, easy. As long as you roll, you got no... Oh, come on, man. Where's my upgrade? Okay, you know what to do. What do? You initiate with a weaken. Get out of the way of those. You get all your stamina back. You initiate with a weaken. And then you don't lose stamina. You use the trap against the enemy. You get your stam back. You initiate with a weaken that happens to kill the enemy instead. You initiate with a weaken. You send them 2 of those. You don't get hit by that, which is incredible. Great intel. I'm telling you, this game more than most punishes the banter. I'm trying. The banter muscles and the actual gameplay muscles are opposed. Heal 3% of max health when an enemy is killed by the environment. I will never do that on purpose. I need 13% max health restored, please. Thank you, thank you. Nothing. Yeah, you know how they say, like, in Monster Hunter, like, the game can tell what you want by listening to your microphone? And then they never give it to you? That's what we got here. It's like, as soon as they hear me talking about, like, hey, I saw someone get arrested yesterday, they're like, all right, pump it. Pump up the enemy aggression. Then they're like, okay, I'm going to dodge, I'm going to hit, I'm going to dodge, I'm going to hit. They're like, dump it. Lure him into a false sense of security. Yeah, the desire sensor. Exactly. All I'm going to say, I don't know when the desire sensor was invented, but back in my day, we called it the troll engine. And I invented it, actually. What the heck are you? I have no stamina, and I have been destroyed. What's your favorite Thai food dish? So check this out. Anyone else from or has lived in Kingston, Ontario at any point in their life? Kingston, Ontario, despite being a city with, 130,000 people or something, bizarrely has, like, unbelievably strong Thai and Cambodian food. There's an interesting story behind it. There was a guy named Pat, and he's open, like, he would open restaurants, and then, like, when the restaurant got popular because his recipes were amazing, he would then sell the restaurant to, like, investors. His name was not Pad Thai, okay? I know you're looking for the punchline. This is not a punchline situation. This is a real story about an inspiring local hero. So he would get the restaurant, like, super popular. He would sell it to investors, and then, like, a year later, he would open up another restaurant. So the way I understand it, Kingston's best Thai food restaurants, Phnom Penh, Cambodiana. There's actually one just called Pat's Restaurant now, believe it or not. They were basically all started by, like, the same guy. Now, he has a recipe that I've never seen anywhere else called golden chicken. It is diced dark meat chicken in what I can only describe as a spicy, grainy sauce. And I know that, like, grainy is a negative in most, like, flavor profiles, but I can only say that it's like good grains. It's something like it's mealy, but in a good way. I've never seen it anywhere else in my entire life, and it's fantastic. Anytime I go back to Kingston, it's like the #1 meal I want to eat. Hello, I'll summon an even larger man. So my answer that is sadly not that relatable is this local dish that appears to be a, like, one man's special family recipe. But the flip side is, if you're in Kingston, Ontario, probably any restaurant you go to, any Cambodian or Thai restaurant you go to, will have access to this. So for a very small subset of people watching, there you go. It should be easy to find. It's good, though. They also serve it with, like, more rice than one human being should probably eat in their whole life. I'll take the max health, please. Hello, Chib. Hello. You doing okay today? We have 10,000 gold. Did you come down off your crazy time high? Like, I wasn't even gambling. I was watching you gamble, but I felt like it affected my psychology. Like, I kind of felt a little intoxicated by your gambling, and when I woke up, I felt like my brain was like it lacked something. Like, it lacked a little dopamine, like it leaked out too much yesterday. I ended stream yesterday and then deleted my account on the website. Honestly, I think that was probably like an actual, like, very grown-up decision. Seems like one of those things where it's like, you know, you might want to go back to the well because the entertainment value of the stream was so high. But it's hard to recapture that kind of lightning in a bottle. And then also secondarily, like, I mean, how many times can you play Crazy Time until it sort of just becomes like you're what you originally were going to make fun of when you were playing Crazy Time? You know what I mean? Seems like a responsible decision. Dude, believers are gonna be, like, sitting pretty after this. I trust myself to learn the boss patterns decently. Get interrupted. Nerd. Okay, so you smacked me, congrats. Whatever helps you feel like a big man. I can't believe I didn't get hit. What's your favorite Coen Brothers movie? Now, that's a question. I would say it's tough. I would say Fargo. I'm a fan of trying to give an unequivocal answer. Not trying to loophole my way out of a tough question whenever possible. By spinning a yarn about a local folk hero named Pat. The Johnny Appleseed of Thai restaurants. But I would say for me personally, I would say Fargo. I would like to offer you to the gods for a minimum of corruption. Barton Fink is crazy. I watched it on TV like 2 years ago. It actually, can I tell you that it reminds me a little bit of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? Obviously, like, they're both movies about movies to some extent, but they also are kind of just like a vibe check. But the vibe from Barton Fink is more like, you know, unease. For sure. Plus 4% base damage up to 1,000 gold, or per 1,000 gold. Okay, we will be taking this, and check this out. We're going to offer blood for it, even though it's going to give us a curse. And then we are going to replace the Scroll of Sacred Songs, because we're about to fight the boss. And, oh, we got one more. We got one more room before the boss. Cadaverous Infestation. Poison enemies. Regular enemies can spawn additional creatures when killed. I'm not sweating it. Favorite Paul W.S. Anderson movie? Now, there's a question for you. I haven't seen it, but I know the right answer. Are you seeing the damage? Doubters have been real quiet since we took that damage upgrade. But yes, I haven't seen it, but I know the right answer. And I know that the right answer is Event Horizon. I need stamina. Stamina. Borat trying to find his crush. Stamina Anderson. Stamina! I apologize. If you'll excuse me, give me some maximum health, please. Almost. I don't know anything about Event Horizon except the meme image of Sam Neill, but he's like gouged his own eyes out and he's smiling. But I'm always a fan, like, of scary movies set in space, even if they're kind of bad. They're kind of good, you know what I mean? Like, it's a novel atmosphere for a movie to take place. I'm trapped. Like, if there's gonna be a bad, scary movie, at least do yourself the service of setting it in outer space. That's my take. No, I did see that take on Twitter that no horror movie can be set in outer space. If it's a horror movie set in outer space, it's sci-fi. My take on that is what you would expect. People have way too much time on their hands, and the vaccine distribution is too slow. Okay. +5, +4. All right, 9 extra damage. +5, +3, 8 extra damage. Extra 20% chance to inflict fire damage on this? Okay, I'll take it. This one's for the believers. Don't care, didn't ask. Plus, you're cursed. Oh, no. Got him. Malak Paul, the flesh monstrosity. Oh, my God. Have you ever noticed how the bosses sound like items from that Cursed Isaac run? Okay. We need to learn how to dodge. We're not doing a great job of it so far. You know what's up. You already know the vibe. Good walking. Temporarily stunned. That's your damage dealer right there. Dude, you're fine. As long as you don't get caught by that like a fool over and over, I think we're actually winning here. Just get your stamina back. Learn how to actually dodge shots. That's not fair. I thought we agreed no summoning fists to punch me from the astral plane. This is going to be close. And yet, I feel somewhat optimistic. I gotta say, times are changing, though. Oh my God, just let me out, man. That's just painful. Okay, we actually dodged one for once. We need Stam desperately. Okay, that's a new one. This will be close. I need to stun lock him. Oh, that's not a stun lock at all. Going offline, guys. Okay, you know what? That was, I gotta be honest, he just did a lot of damage there. I've never seen that before, and he got me pretty good. That one's for you, doubters. That one's for you. Endlessly telefrag. Don't give me tutorials, okay? I refuse them. I will ask for restored altars, please. Restore the third weapon altar. I am a fool. We don't even have a third weapon altar yet. I have wasted my skulls. Never mind. I have restored the altar. Oh, restore! The literal definition of the word. Right. Okay, my bad. I did it right by accident. Okay, let's go back to the well. Let's go back to the well. We got throwing knives, gun, hammer, dagger, machete, and whip. Give me throwing knives, gun, dude. By the way, this is a sponsored stream. Thank you again to Focus Home Interactive for the sponsorship. Exclamation point curse in the chat. This is the Dead Cells update. They added mechanics, weapons from Dead Cells. Cool little brand crossover. You don't see that much. Exclamation point curse will give you a link that you can click on. It is 20% off on all platforms and always a pleasure to play. Thank you, Focus Home Interactive. Time to hydrate. Sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. Okay, we don't get hit like that. We might get hit like that. These are very low damage. What about this, though? Oh my God, my analog stick. Oh, sorry, that's my aim hacks. Wall hacks, aimbot. So anyway, that's why my favorite Coen Brothers movie is Fargo. Literally just got hit glancing. Like, what do you expect? Oh my God. Whatever. Well, we lost 12% of our HP. No big deal. He's glancing, dude. Ted glancing? I heard this question today in Sip Stream. Broccoli or cauliflower? You know, it's an interesting question. I find it harder to answer unequivocally. I think that I like the flavor of broccoli better. But I do often... I guess what I would say is that... broccoli, in my opinion, in a vacuum, tastes better. But why would you eat it in a vacuum? You'd probably want to eat it on a plate. I'm just getting bodied here. I don't know if these items are for me, man. We need a little extra support here. But there are more dishes I like that use cauliflower, I think. As weird as that sounds. Maybe it sounds a little backwards to you. But, like, there's no Indian dishes that are like, hey, you know, we fried broccoli and put it in a dish. You know, like an aloo gobi or something. Yeah, gobi Manchurian, etc., etc. I'm not an enormous fan of cauliflower, but it has some versatility for sure. But if I was like, you know, steaming a vegetable at home or something like that, it would be broccoli before cauliflower 100% of the time. And as a side, I would much rather have broccoli. As the star of the dish, I think I would rather have cauliflower. It's taken me a long time to come to that conclusion. There were times in my life where I said I like broccoli, but I don't like cauliflower at all. We can get a perfect shot with this, right? Oh, yeah, you can. Go ahead. Go toe-to-toe. Cauliflower doesn't even have an emoji? That's crazy, dude. Considering all the emojis, like man crossing arms, man doing, like, airport runway signs, they can't even get, like, a single cauliflower out there? That seems like a little much. I mean, that's another take I got. There are too many emojis for, like, people doing actions that they don't do in real life all that much. Like, Sips has a thing. Sometimes on Discord, he'll just send me, like, a weird emoji. One he sent me, it was 2 men wrestling one time, and I was like, why the heck is there an emoji in the emoji keyboard that's 2 men wrestling? Smiley face, hospital, poop, tongue sticking out, crying, laughing, like I totally get. 2 men wrestling? Like, how often has that been used properly in human history? Like, sorry, Mom, I can't come to dinner right now. I have practice. 2 men wrestling. It just seems strange to me. Admittedly, oh, come on, man. I'm not that involved with the wrestling scene, so maybe I'm the fool, but save some stam. We should tailor this run on the map to give us new weapons, because our existing weapons are not doing it for me. 100% range build is not all that. Nice block. Said nobody ever. I know a dude and his favorite emoji is 2 men wrestling. Well, I would like to hear from him, you know? I would just like to know the context in which he uses it. Like, is it an Achilles and Patroclus sort of thing? Or is it... like, is he involved in the... is he a big fan of the movie Foxcatcher? Or, like, what's going on? You could use it for any kind of conflict. I don't know. I'm living that pacifist lifestyle. I don't know if I would find an opportunity to use it. He's a Twitch streamer as well. Oh, it's Sips. You're talking about Sips. Okay. We need a new main weapon. Claw is good. But Blazing Blade, fire charged attacks, fire combo finishers, 10% extra base damage, 1% base damage per point of perception. Absolutely. You could use it for burly chess. What are you talking about? What the heck is burly chess? Chromatic defense. Runic eggs activate automatically if you stand near them. Again, as I do not know the mechanics of that, I consider that to be a buff rather than a nerf. At least we can do actual damage now. Why would you stand in a purple circle? Like, if you know anything about video games, why would you stand inside of a purple circle after an enemy shot a bow into outer space? Like, you're just asking for trouble. You could use two-man wrestling for Jacob and Esau. So I was gonna say, I'm sure that's a runic egg. I'm not sure. That might actually be like a positive. Yeah, baby's not having a great time right now, I've noticed. Okay, how about 1, 2, 3, 4? How do you feel about that? If you're indoors, how do they shoot into the air? Well, we bought this place off of HGTV House Hunters. It has barreled coffered ceilings. They're 335,000 feet high. I would like some constitution, thank you. I'm not laughing at the misery of the child. You just, when you're a parent, sometimes you kind of just gotta laugh. I will spend curse for this. 100% affects the healing plus perception, which gives us damage. Absolutely. Like, babies, they just be crying, man. They cry for good reasons. They cry for bad reasons. You just gotta. If there's no imminent danger, you just gotta accept that it's probably totally fine. Baby chore tier list when? I mean, I can give it to you pretty straight right off the get-go. Feeding the baby from a bottle is like the top tier chore. Especially, like, it was a little annoying when she couldn't hold the bottle herself. Now that she can hold the bottle herself, literally you warm it up, she holds it, and you're good to go. Diapers didn't used to be so bad. Now that she's eating solid food, they get a little nasty, for sure, but it's not like, you know, for the most part, you're just like, ooh, and then you get over it. Honestly, like, I don't know if how many other parents are out here watching this. The most annoying chore for me is actually just changing the baby's clothes. Like, especially for 3 months and 6 months, her wardrobe was like all buttons and zippers. It was really easy. Now, it's exclusively clothing that like goes over her neck, and it's really hard to, especially if she poops on like the back of her outfit, and then you got to take the outfit off by pulling it over her head without the poop touching her. Like, it's like the world's most disgusting game of Operation. Two extra damage and more damage per point of perception. That's not so bad. 1% of health per enemy killed. That's not so good. I want more damage, please. And then, like, that's the thing. Like, I actually am fully aware of the fact that I think it's probably going to get more frustrating as she gets older. Because right now, she's kind of just chilling. Like, if you're like, we're going to take a walk, and she doesn't want to go for a walk, she can't express that, right? So it's kind of like too bad. It's like, yeah, we're going, but when you've got like a toddler that has like free will and, you know, the ability to move on their own and stuff like that, I'm sure that's going to be its own ball of wax. I don't mind baby bath time as well. Like, the only bad thing about baby bath time is that, it takes some time. But she's usually chilling in the bath these days. It's not so bad. Yeah, free will, I think, is... I mean, it's much better for being a human being to have some free will, for sure. As a parent, I do think it makes your job a little harder. Okay, you have blasted me. How dare you? What the... Not today, please. That's probably what God said when they ate the apple. What's that a reference to? I don't understand. Is it like a Ricky Gervais thing? Oh, the Lil Nas X video. I haven't seen it yet. Please. Please stop exploding into waves. I don't respect it, and thus I do not want it. I know you need to not get hit to survive, but I was thinking, like, what if we played it differently, and instead we got hit and lived anyway? What have I done? 20... What the heck does... Oh, it's just time? It's just timing? When it started at 24:50, I was like, what the heck? That's like 40 minutes. The heck are you doing, man? I have nothing to offer you here. Except dodging. Oh, the faster I kill you, the more money we get. And I've just been running away. Oh my god. And losing all of my HP in the process as well. Incredible. We're gonna get no reward. We have received no reward, and may God have mercy on your soul. They're bowing their head in embarrassment. We're absolutely gonna die to this champion, and it's completely my own fault. At least now we know. Yeah, lesson learned. And now we know the rest of the story. Alright. Kachunka, High Lord of the Storm. I'm going to light you on fire, and then I'm going to just back up for a second. I'm going to light you on fire. Just keep some stam. If you keep some stam in reserve, I don't think this guy's all that, man. And just keep landing those crits. Life will serve you well. Land the crits, light them on fire. Look at that. Don't do it again. Oh, that's fine. We just got a little stun locked. Okay. That's where you got to keep your stam. Don't be afraid to land some perfect shots on him from afar. You literally just want to actually be close to him. Like everything was going fine until you tried to mess with the plan. Okay, when I said close to him, I didn't mean like inside of his lightning bolt though. Then you get close. There you go. As long as you start with a roll, you're totally fine, dude. Like, look at this. Nothing. He's got nothing. He's stinky. Okay, just be careful, though. No, 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 no. Still got stam. The fire will get him if you let it. Not so bad. Not so bad. We lived. NL, what do you think of the movie Cabin in the Woods? We definitely want to get rid of that lightning blast. That's what I think about that. What do I think about the movie Cabin in the Woods? I think it's like... I think it's quite good. I would say good movie. How does that sound? We want to keep the damage scaling, I think, based on perception. Although the hammer does break the wall. That is good intel, thank you. Take me to the healing fountain. Oh, on the mouth scale. Yeah, okay, my mistake. On the mouth scale, What's, and I apologize, I should know the answer to this. What's the highest on the mouth scale? When there's only 4 possible options, I think you have to use the highest level much more frequently. A, award-winning. I would put it in the A. I would put it in the A tier. Not award-winning, award-worthy. There, okay. I'd put it in A. I think it's in the upper quartile of movies. Okay, all statues are now cursed. This is dangerous. Okay, first off, why don't you just light that brazier? Beautifully done. Maybe learn how to block for the first time in your life? I refuse. I know friends who use the shield button, they're all cowards. Just walked right into it. I'm still salty about your Synecdoche, New York take. I mean, it's an unlikable movie. I know how that sounds, but like, I think if you know, the reason people like the movie partly is because it's like, you know, kind of creative and off-kilter. I think you got to acknowledge that as soon as something's outside of the norm, you know, it's that much more likely to court some level of dislike as well. You can't have it both ways. Like, oh, this movie's so, like, idiosyncratic. By the way, if you don't like it, screw you. Like, doesn't make sense to me. Has NL mentioned Crazy Time yet? Look, Betway, if you want me to talk about Crazy Time more than I already have, you got to back up the truck. It's going to take a lot for me to sell out my young and impressionable audience to the ravages of gambling addiction. He's the greatest blocker in history. For the first time ever, he's attempted to block and failed yet again. I have not, to the best of my memory, I have not talked about Crazy Hamburger yet. But the only thing that would make Crazy Time better is if, when you got Crazy Time, the Crazy Hamburger guy became the dealer. Okay, I don't know what you do, okay? Like, I don't... Oh, my freaking God, the freaking traps, man! I got no freaking stamina left. Okay, get blasted, please. Just get blasted. I'm not afraid. Like, when you got a telegraph like that, that's no problem. Every freaking... Okay, now I'm mad. Now we have to win because I'm upset. Baby's okay. She's just hungry. That's what I was saying, you know? You got to remember, when you hear a baby cry, it's not always like a sign of distress or neglect. Like, the vast majority of the time, babies just, like, do be crying. Okay, give me some weapon upgrades. We need HP for the boss. The statue stabs were a result of neglect. Okay, yes. Oh my God. I will also say, however, I don't think this is the build for me. I think I need to hit harder, less frequently. Which might... Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm playing on tilt. I'm on full tilt poker right now. What if we just got rid of our bow, because it sucks. Excuse me, I've been affected by a beam of corruption and immediately need to make you pay. Alright, that's more along the lines of what I'm looking for. Beautiful. Not so beautiful, you must die now. You resign now? Also, like, try keeping some stamina. I think I'd probably do a lot better if I actually kept up the ability to dodge. If the gods are dead, what are we fighting about? Well, it's like, it's messed up, like, but they want me to join them? Okay, I guess I'll just, like, be stun-locked into oblivion, because I didn't pay attention to the encounter at all. I was trying to construct a bit. Break them, dude. Break. That's how you do it. You break them. It do be a lot of damage. He do not get punished. Hold on. Upgrade your weapon. They're all bad, so I'm going to take the cheapest one. For the love of God, 3-hit combo, please. Like, you mean 3, like XXX? Oh my god, I picked the only path without any healing on it. BBB? Oh, you want BBB? Okay. BBB. It does use 3 stam, but it is quite strong. I know Kate's in chat talking about League of Legends. Can I tell you, Kate, like a proud father, I knocked on your door last night to tell you, like, I was to check on you and be like, you know, I'm gonna go to bed soon. Don't mind if I do. And I just, you know, nothing, there was no response to the knock whatsoever. And then I opened the door gently, and I saw you, like, leaning in the gamer posture, deep in a League of Legends game, clicking your mouse, like, 1,000 times in 1 millisecond. And I kind of smiled, and I was like, you know what? I'm glad she's having some recreation time. Are you winning, wife? She was in the gaming zone. Okay. Luckily for you, I'm the greatest gamer, so I'm not even worried about that. Minus 12 corruption. Did you ever think about, like, what if instead of that, you just gave me HP? Thank you. You're welcome. Name a champion. For $1, name a champion. Frick you. Healing ward. Name a champion. Oh, nice try. Get destroyed. You're dead. You're dead. You're on fire. You're dead. You died. Get over it. I would like to receive plus 250 max health, please. Please tell me this is healing. I know it's unknown, but what if it's healing instead? What if this is you go to full HP, but your breath stinks badly? Maximum stamina is reduced by 1, but killing an enemy restores stamina. Okay. This is how I die, for sure. Although, if we stay omega aggressive, maybe, just maybe, there's a chance for us. The PowerPoint yesterday was amazing. Yeah, I gotta go back and watch the VOD. Ross is a legendary tutor. He puts his all into the art. You know, it's for a love of the game. Okay, what if I just died? How would that make you feel? Would you be happy then? I just got destroyed. Okay, okay. New attempt. We got one more. That was just not, that was cursed from the get-go. I know what I need. Give me a hammer, give me my shield. Don't, come on, man. Come on, don't insult me. A claw shield. They are blunt claws. Nah. That's okay. I can live with that. Send me right back into the dungeon. I'm ready to go. It's happening. It's happening. Exclamation point curse, exclamation point ads. I promise you I will not take damage until the first boss. I personally promise. Get ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, a 5-piece combo. That's pretty sweet. Just room by room. How do you fulfill your prophecy? Okay, I will not take damage from an enemy until the first boss. The traps, I mean, nobody on Earth could possibly, like, plan for that. Good greed kills. Gain 100% of damage taken in gold. Actually, like, unbelievably strong. These statues are making me thirsty. Not a bad initiate, I think. You know what? I forgot as well. You can interrupt. Like, hit him with one of those. The thing I was never able to successfully do in Outriders, we can do in Curse of the Dead Gods. Spelunky intro, the goalposts are shifting. Squam, squam, squam. No, I recycle this because I like my blunt claws. It didn't. The word blunt does not feel right coming out of my mouth. Extra damage, extra treasure find. We love it. It just doesn't feel right, right? Clunt blaws, blunt claws, Santa Claus. Saved? Dude, I know how this is gonna sound, alright? It's gonna sound like I've said this 20 times before and it's never been right. Maybe I'm just scared, man. Scared of being a nobody. Whoa! But I feel like it's way more about the weapon that I have than about the quality of the items that I get. And I think the claws... I thought I had to go slow heavy, but I think I gotta go fast and lean. I'm dirty, mean, mighty unclean, by the way. I'm a wanted man. Public enemy #1. Understand? AC/DC, maybe you've heard of them. One of the rock bands in existence. Not now. Not now. I have been hit by an enemy. But that's the last time. One of the most ever. Exactly. One of the rock bands in history. I will take, but I don't want. Introducing one of rock's bands. Look, I wouldn't hate AC/DC as much if, A, I didn't grow up, and this is an all of the above situation, if I didn't grow up having to listen to them all the time because they're like one of my dad's favorite bands, and then B, if all of their songs didn't sound exactly the same. I also think that if instead of being a human being, I was a sports arena, I would probably like be pretty into AC/DC because that's a good venue for that sort of stuff. Like if instead of being a man, I was a building where they played ice hockey, I think I'd be like, bro, why are you hating on AC/DC? Oh, that's good stuff. But unfortunately, I am a human being rather than a facility for the playing and viewing of sports games. And as a result, I can only review them as a man would. Sounds like you've been hitting the blunt claws. Just the spark mouth, brother. How do you think I got this spark mouth? You know what I don't miss about public events? It's a weird bit. Going to an ice hockey game and waiting literally 28 minutes to use the men's bathroom. It's not all that it's cracked up to be. Yeah, public washroom was really... I mean, there's more things I don't like about the public washroom, for sure. But that's like... that's a big one. Like, I feel like at a hockey game... I don't know if it works this way in other arenas. Like, I'm sure that the arena was designed to have better throughput. I mean, it was built in, like, the 1990s. It wasn't built in, like, the 1930s. So, you know, I'm sure that there was some architectural science backing up its design. At a hockey game, you have a choice during the intermission to either wait in line and get a single food or drink item, or I guess an order, I should say, or alternatively, go to the bathroom. You will not have time to do both. The other thing you could do, there's got to be some science on this. Bro, you tricked me. That's so rude. Please stop. Please stop this. The other thing you can do is before the period ends, you could leave mid-period and thus make your concession time and your wait time for the bathroom much smaller. Oh my god, dude, I'm so bad. But that seems like fundamentally bad design. Like, you're paying in the hundreds of dollars to watch a game. He's so good. And the game is, like, there's only 60 minutes of game time. You're going to give up, like, possibly 5 to 10% of that just to not have to give up even more to go to the bathroom? Like, it's a fool's gamble, dude. I wouldn't... Dude, okay, we've been doing pretty good with the Stormlash. And also, remove 1 corruption per enemy killed. Now we're talking. And, oh, dude, don't even get me started. Like, sometimes, you know, when they go, ha, and then you go to the bathroom, you wait in line for half an hour, you finally get to pee, you don't even... All warrior statues are now traps. All of a sudden, you know, you got to go back to your seat. You can't go back to your seat because walking during the game is not allowed. The usher will stop you. And then the play takes like 10 minutes. You're like, dude, come on. Look at that. Corruption, baby. Like, there's... Just call a whistle, dude. Just call a whistle. But they don't call a whistle. So then you miss like another 4 or 5 minutes of game time. And then you're doing the math in your head. And you're like, bro, this freaking late whistle just cost me like... You know, like $17 of value. Just let me go back to my seat. I'll admit I'm spamming because I'm trying to reduce my corruption, but it's also reducing my HP. Anyway, the arena experience could use some work. I guess that's all I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to set the world on fire. I'm just a man looking at an in-arena experience, asking it to be nicer to me. Are you seeing this gameplay? Please don't hit me. No, because I never use that. We'll definitely take that, though. Oh, hello.
Hello.
You gotta leave the baby?
No. Or maybe I can just leave it here forever.
It's okay. Hello, baby. We got a little requisite baby time. Hello. Always nice to see the baby. If you'll excuse me, I would like to not take any damage here if possible. She looks a little tired. I'll just, like, you know, you'll know she's tired. She starts trying to, like, scratch out her own eyeballs. That's the #1 tell of baby tiredness. She's confused, and she starts scratching out her own eyeballs. I mean, you gotta imagine, like, it would be a curse if you were tired, but you didn't know how to fix it, right? Like, that would be the worst feeling. Ooh, woo! She has been saying ooh, ooh a lot.
She was very vocal this morning.
She's unbelievably vocal this morning.
Could have streamed today.
She could have. You know, she could take over the family business for a day. I took a photo, actually. I sent it to my mom. I was like, the baby is being very vocal today, but not everybody's a fan of it. And it was just Ruka looking at the baby like,
Oh, no.
like, could you not? Like, I'm trying to sleep. Woo, woo. Hello, baby. Hello. Gold offerings remove corruption. Oh, we know this one. Dude, that's pretty good. Gains obtained when offering a gear object to the gods are increased by 100%. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm going loco for that one. Hello, baby. Hey. Okay, first boss, half HP, no problem. Hey. Torch of Sorrow. Your torch loses its fire and lighting properties. You no longer take extra damage in darkness. Whoo, whoo, whoo. That's what she's been doing all day.
Louder.
Much louder, yeah. Okay. This guy, you're freaking toasted, man. You gotta hit him with one of these first. Okay, just take your time. Hit him with one of those. And smack him. Then hit him with one of these. Look at that. Okay. Easy, easy. Easy. Like I said, easy.
Can they hear her?
I think they can hear the ooh-oohs.
Yeah.
Woo, woo. That's fine. I don't sweat. Dude, are you seeing all the gold that we're getting? And then, need I remind you that when we get that gold, we're also raising our damage dealt? Which is why I did that deliberately, to maximize our damage output now. Genius. He's so smart. He's so good. He's so good. Repeated times 4.
I don't see that in chat.
Oh, you didn't see? Oh, it's for streamer only.
I didn't see that.
It's a secret.
That's a lie.
It was written in invisible ink.
No one said that in chat.
Oh no, she's exposing my secret of making up messages to tilt chat in the direction I want it to go. I was gonna start selling that technique in an ebook for like 15 bucks.
Oh. He's so handsome.
He's so handsome. Oh, dude. I don't know how you can read that in between all the spam that just says he's the smartest man I've ever seen. And oh my god, like I want to be you when I grow up. And what the? Lightning bolts can go backwards now. I don't know if you knew that, baby. Lightning bolts can go backwards now, so like be careful. He's dead. Look at that. Debba 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 da debba da debba da boo. Debba 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 da debba da debba da boo. Debba debba woo. She's like, I don't know about all that. Okay, please God, get rid of all warrior statues are now hazardous to your health. Each greed kill removes corruption. I will offer you to the gods to reduce my corruption. This run is going into outer space, man. She's so excited. Okay, we need to heal desperately. Oh. The ancient laboratory. How about that? Ooh. Ooh. Okay, nice healing, please. We remove curse as well. As we kill enemies, so I'm not sweating it, because when we go through this, we'll be at 9... I thought we would be at 99. Oh, Zadak, thank you for the gifted subs. Thank you. Dark Fervor. My god, it's a Dark Fervor. Dude, this is good. Corruption over time is actually not bad at all. I mean, it's kind of bad for a second, but then, like, once we start killing enemies, like, it's all over, man. I'll tell you, though, we could... Oh, that hurts. We could use a new primary weapon, or at least a primary weapon that has been upgraded more than 0 times, I suppose. No, let me dodge. I'm out of stam, you jerk. Ooh, ooh. Dude, I gotta figure out the combo for this. These enemies are so freaking strong. Oh my god. She's so excited. Oh, ah. Come on, man. I needed that. Okay, hold on. Max health or perception? I mean, assuming this scales, we gotta take it. Oh my god. That's a happy baby right there. She's been like that all day.
Yeah, all day.
Hey. Oh, she was gonna smack me. She reared back as she was gonna smack me.
She was thinking about it.
She wants to watch Crazy Time. Ooh, Crazy Time. Who? Okay. Weak enemies die faster, please. You're very strong. I can't light anything anymore. I forgot. I have broken torch. Are you hearing this? I have a genius plan. We're also like a little cursed. We gotta kill enemies so much faster than this because we gain corruption over time, man. Agu. Very clear Agu, too. And to think, if they sponsored another streamer, they'd probably just be like thanking subscribers or something right now, or talking about the game or something like that. Instead, look at the value you're getting here. Baby's first words, potentially. Aye. I need to break your armor. I need to jump that crevice. Oh, imagine if her first words were, "Buy Curse of the Dead Gods 20% off on all platforms." Exclamation point curse in chat.
Wish list now.
Can you imagine the clip farming though? Like if she managed to get that. Oh my god. Sold. What the heck is this guy? I've said that for the same enemy like 10 times. This is how I know streamer brain is a real thing.
At least they don't say mommy brain.
That's true. But I think mommy brain is also a real thing. I think streamer brain's probably worse, but... Woo, woo. Help. She is the happiest baby the world's ever seen. Even, you see Tomo, he was like, he bounced. He's like, I don't want to be in here. Ooh. So check this out. I'm a bad enough dude that I'm gonna offer my blood, even though it's gonna give us a curse, because I want to keep our gold for damage scaling. I'm crazy. She's been like that all day.
Only with you though.
Only with me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not with me.
Well, I'm flattered.
With me, she's just like
Feed.
milk.
Yeah, feed me right now.
Milk.
Oh my god, dude. He do be exploding. So I like that. Hey, you gotta be broken? Saved. Maybe it's... Yeah, Chad's right. It's probably because I talk all the time. Baby's like, this guy loves to talk, which couldn't be further from the truth. Well... 50-50. Oh my.
Did you say oh crap?
I hope not, because then she's freaking grounded.
I think she said oh crap.
Oh crap. What are you doing there?
24-hour grounded. Permanent.
Oh, she knows the memes too. She's got all the memes. Oh, I thought it was a nice comment, but it said, NL, do you think she's going to learn to speak faster because of the fact that you always repeat everything twice? And I was like, oh, she's so owned. I thought it was like a nice comment about how like I'm talking all the time, so maybe she'll benefit from that. Instead, it was like, hey, because of your early onset dementia, do you think she's gonna learn how to speak faster?
You know, I was trying to like roast somebody, but then I repeated myself twice.
Oh no.
And then one of the chat person said, "You already said that, you know."
Oh no.
And I was like, "Damn, he's right."
Yeah, I invented that anti-streamer technology, and as always, immediately after inventing it, I wish that I had not invented it. I was like, if you ever want to roast a streamer, just point out how they repeat themselves, and then now people use it on me, and I'm like, why did I ever give up that piece of intel?
That was your Queen's Gambit.
But there's anti-that technology.
Oh, what is it?
You just go, haha, dude, so true. And then
That's what I said, though.
did you?
Yeah.
But you got to do it in a sarcastic voice. Haha, dude, so true. And then they're like, oh, owned. The streamer thinks I'm like their little brother. I'm telling you, I would recommend it.
My arms and my legs gonna fall off. But baby does not want to be with mommy.
Bah. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-boo. Aye. Oh, parts of the map have transformed into unmapped rooms.
Would the baby be okay with me? We'll see.
Good luck. Good luck, mommy.
I don't feel my arms anymore.
I can't feel my arms when I'm with you.
Oh, it's so true.
'Cause she's heavy. Can't feel my arms when I'm with you. Okay. So I gotta admit that, like, the run has gotten to a good place, okay? We're doing a lot of damage. I may have gone slightly heavy on the anti-corruption aspect of the run. But we do, you know, manage to keep it going. We got some good damage, as you can see. I think I mean, we got some good HP, too. I think we got a genuine chance here. Now, am I just mashing the Y button over and over? That's how it might look to the lay person. To the pro, I am engaging in the highest DPS potential that's available in the game. Also, who do you think you are? I walked Bob Dylan out on stage in 1973. Dude, oh, okay, you're right. You're absolutely right. Double tap Y is the tech I didn't know I needed. The super lightning. Stop it. Just stop it. Get some help, okay? I don't like when you hit me so hard. Please give me 18% of my max health back. And then allow me to leave. I will take a new weapon, which sucks pretty bad. I don't want a new weapon. Is there a two-handed weapon? There's not. Okay, the rerolls are coming. We reroll. Better base whip. Is it actually better? No. Yes? Hold on. Lightning attacks. Much more damage. Main weapon is not a mace. You know what? We do want a new weapon. We want a new main weapon. Hold on. I'm stupid. Reroll again. Main weapon. Main weapon. Okay. Level 3 hunting axes. And we will spend curse, not gold. All I can hear is in the other room, the baby's going, wow, wow, wow. All right, so I'm going to take on a fourth. No, I'm not going to take on a fourth curse. We have a chance to not do it as long as we kill enemies fast enough. Okay, so let's, see what these throwing axes are capable of every time. Oh, right. Okay, you know what? Now we know what we're getting into. This run walked so that this run can run. Genius. No, don't hit me my greed, dude. The greed reduces corruption. I gotta do more greed damage. Hit him. Good stuff. Then, beautiful smack. Keep the greeds coming. Turn it into max health. Amazing. Greed still incoming. Double lightning damage. Single smacks. Break them. Keep the greed coming. We need that corruption. That's unfortunate. On the bright side, you are dead. We did receive some decent rewards. Dude, with gold scaling, that's actually incredible. We are about to get our fourth curse, but I'm not sweating that. It really does sound like, with the baby in the other room, oh, we don't take curse damage from going through doors anymore. Which means we actually have a genuine chance, yet again. I have been cursed. Of course, like the curse of comedic timing. It does sound like Mario Kart 8 is happening in the other room. That, unfortunately, is not going to protect us, but... Scent. I need 2 stam, if you don't mind. Simple 2 stam. 3 stacks, 2 stam. Tomo just got blue shelled. Yeah, get him, baby. Get him. Yeah, I think the gold scaling goes until 10,000. So we're... Oh... This is the most HP we've ever had for this section, though. Let's be happy. So we're pretty much there right now. I suppose we may consider in the near future doing gold instead of corruption. But we only have one more run before the boss, I think. Or one more room before the boss, I mean. I think we got the right idea. Less stam on dodging. More stam on mashing the Y button. I mean, you can see for yourself that it appears to be working out quite nicely. Nope. Not today. I'm unwilling to accept that I wrote the stream title in such a way that it's confusing to people. Some people might suggest that, so many people have come in and said that this isn't Dead Cells, that it would be foolish to assume that you wrote it properly. On the other hand, I have a lot of confidence in myself and am unable to deal with any constructive criticism without taking it personally, so I know it's the children who are wrong, is what I'm trying to say. Alright, we have made it. And now they do what they told you. Plus 100% to all healing effects. I can't get rid of the gold. Oh, we can absolutely get rid of the golden mask. What am I talking about? We don't need the gold basis anymore. So why don't you take a little bit of... Yeah, I don't want to get that last level curse. Okay, dude, I think we're ready. It's time to fight the champion. Chromatic defense. Runic eggs activate automatically. I'm not scared. Alright, we are fighting Garrus from Mortal Kombat. Also known as Malak Paul, the Flesh Monstrosity. Okay, how do we game? We do 2 smacks with the Lightning Whip. That's how we game. And then we keep a stam available for dodging. No, not today. We do a little chip damage. Not afraid to do a little chip damage. That's all right. It's one of those games you accept taking a little damage now and then. You accept getting punched by stuff from the opposite world. That could have gone better. But it could have gone worse. Double tap. Dude, those double taps are going to do it for us. Then you dodge into him. Give it a second. He always does an attack after the charge. So you save your stam. Use it here instead for a quick double tap. Okay, he's gotten it. He's learned the pattern. You get a little punish window after that. You've got no stam, though, so be careful. You dodge into it. You don't immediately counter. Okay, you got me on that one. You got me on that one, but I think we're demonstrating a superhuman capacity for learning. Saved. That one's just painful. Good. Now you don't... Not yet. Not yet. Now. Johnny 2-tap. Not yet. Okay, it turns out that would have been a pretty good punish window. But I think we got him. Okay, that's just terrible. I used my last stamina for an attack that does no damage. But look at that. Little Johnny 2-tap. He's doing it. Oh, he's actually done it. And when you get greedy, you just got to make sure you get greedy at the right time. Easiest takedown of my life. He's done it again. Every time we stream, we make a little bit of progress. We do something we've never done before, and we leave it on a high. How about that? Louis Burke, thank you for the gifted subscriptions, by the way. Thank you. That's going to do it for this section of Curse of the Dead Gods, but it's always a fun time. This is it's a sponsor stream. Thank you to Focus Home Interactive for the sponsorship. It is available right now and has been out of early access for a couple of months now. It's a very fun roguelike game, as you can see for yourself. Lots of cool design spaces being explored. Go check it out, ! Curse. You can click on the link. It's 20% off thanks to the Dead Cells update as well for that new content. You can also, if you're watching on YouTube, scroll down and look at the video description and see it right down there. Thank you again.